Hi, I'm Arwen. So I'm going to be teaching a little bit of a combo today. It's a Pilates core workout, as well as an inner thigh workout, outer thigh as well. Can't do one without the other. But I've also included an option for those who are having any kind of neck strain, so that you can do the core. And you can use a block like I'm using. I find that this is pretty comfortable for me. If you find that a soft foam block is a little hard for your head, you can also take a rolled up towel and place it behind your neck to support it, so that your neck is always feeling a sense of something holding it off the ground a little bit and allowing it to hammock. Feel like the neck is in a hammock. And that will help you to be able to work the core without having to use so much tension in the neck. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with a resistance band. It's going to be on your legs for quite a bit of the class, but we'll start with it on, and then we'll probably move it on and off. So you can have a medium to heavy resistance, but we're just going to go ahead and start placing the blocks so that it creates kind of a pillow sensation. Have weights on either side, and we're going to go ahead and start. Roll down through the spine, and then just find that block so that you can rest your head against it. And you'll notice that your neck is allowed to be neutral here. And that's, if you have any kind of neck strain or neck trouble, this is a really good position for you to be in. So let the rib cage come down, lift the knees off the ground, and then extend the legs out to a 45-degree angle. Push the low belly into the floor, and then lift the hips off. Lift and lower. You can use your hands for a little extra support. And then see if you can just relax the neck as you're doing this. So make this all about lifting from the core and the hips. So a lot of times I notice people will have tension patterns in the shoulders, and they'll try to lift with the arms and then they'll strain the chin and the neck. See if you can let that go. Let the block or the rolled up towel help to support your neck so that you can do it without neck strain. And now take the legs, place them apart, strong and steady, using outer thigh. And make sure the feet are parallel, or even slightly turned in for this one. Take deep breaths. In and out through the nose. Or you can exhale through the mouth when things get a little tougher. Now start to take the legs slightly on an angle. Notice how the hip flexors are starting to activate more. The low back needs to be pressed into the mat. So if you need to modify it, you can do it with a slightly bent knee, and it's going to help quite a bit. Take deep breaths. And now taking a small scissor leg. So the hips are staying very neutral. So this is also helping the spine to stay straight as well. Sometimes you want the spine to twist and sometimes you don't. So if you ever come to a point where you can't twist your spine, or you need to be a little more steady, this will help to build core stability without a lot of torsion on the body. Good. And now take the right leg up. You're just going to scissor the legs slightly apart. Deep breath. Keep pulling the legs apart from each other, and then let the resistance of the band spring them back together. Deep breaths. Good. If you need to modify, you can bend the knee a little bit, and that will be really helpful for you. Okay, switching legs. Other leg comes on top, and scissor apart. Both legs are trying to move away from each other, and then the band will snap them back together. Deep breath. Notice your neck. Release the tension. I sometimes find placing a hand on the neck and just relaxing it manually, that can help a lot. Good. Take deep breaths. Keep scissoring the legs. Just 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees into the chest. Release the low back. Really important to reset in between each exercise so that you're strong and you're not getting over fatigued. Now, the band kind of moved a little bit. You might want to move it up a little closer to the ankles this time. Then go ahead and take the feet and start to take a fluttered twist. Deep breath. So all you're doing is scissoring the legs. The low back and hips are quite still. It's just a leg movement. Deep breath in and out. So the legs are still parallel for this set. So Just remember that. Keeping the neck soft. Relax your jaw. Unclench the teeth. And release. Bend the knees in. And now, move the band just a tiny bit higher. So it's just under the knees. And then bend the knees and place the heels together and the toes flared out. Now, if the knees are tucked all the way into the chest, I want you to bring the knees so that they're right on top of the hip sockets. Okay, so keep your hands here so that they stay still. And then just start to extend, flex to the toes, and the feet will come apart. And then bring the heels together. Point and flex. Point and flex. It's a smaller range of motion. So you're keeping your back flat. And you're stabilizing the core in a very straight line while working the shins and the inner and outer thighs. Deep breath. Press. And press. And press. Now hold the feet turned out and then turned in. So you're rotating right from the top of the hip sockets. So it's the femur bones rotating. Hips are still, low back is strong, low belly is pulled in. Just turning the legs in and out on a slight angle. Now, if it's too much on your back, bring it straight up overhead. You can also have a slight bend in the knees if your hamstrings are tight. It's all just about working the femur bone in the hip socket. Deep breath. And start to notice inner and outer thighs working quite a bit. And release. Let's go ahead and move the band off. Band is helpful for building, it gives you feedback about the position of your body. So let's go ahead and take a few of those exercises, possibly with weights. If that's not appropriate for you, you won't have to use them. So keeping the neck supported, extend the arms out, slightly lifted off the floor. Feel free to place them down at any time. Lift the legs up, extend, and then start to take the hip lift off, the hip lifting. So the arms are engaged, pressing the hips, lifting off, hollow out the belly. Good. Now this is a great place, since the exercises are quite simple, you can start to notice the position of the spine. So see if you can feel if your back is even on the floor, or if there's any kind of twisting parts, or maybe one side feels different than the other. It's a great way to find out how your body's doing. Good. And now keep the arms up and the knees in, and then press out. In and out. Starting to add some arms, just for a little bit of range. Pressing the arms down as the knees tuck in, and extending overhead as the legs go out. If this puts any neck strain on you, you can try it with just bent elbows, or no weights at all. Take deep breaths, focusing on a flat spine against the floor, and a low belly that's pulled in. Deep breath. Nice job. And then release the weights for just a moment. This time we're going to take a slightly more open range of motion. So we're making frog legs. Soles of the feet come together, heels come towards the hips, and just take a little pulse. So this is going to start to open up in the inner thighs. It will stretch and strengthen at the same time. You don't have to do anything in particular here. Just relax, and it will do the work. Now, if you don't feel anything, push the soles of the feet together more strongly, and that will really activate the inner thighs. I promise you, even with a relaxed foot, you're going to get a ton of work here. So just be kind, be patient, deep breath. When you have strong inner thighs, your lower back is more protected. So strengthen them and have a better back. Deep breath, in and out through the nose. Now taking the arms up and overhead. If that causes any neck strain, you can just bring them overhead. So I'm only going to a slight diagonal, and if your shoulders pinch, just bend the elbows. So you can do this in quite a lot of different ways, and it will still be effective for you. Good. And now taking the legs on a 45-degree angle, taking the legs out on the diagonal and then pull back in. Arms have the option to go overhead so that you're extending a little bit more. You can bend the elbows and extend this way if the shoulders are a little tighter. Or you can extend the arms all the way. Make sure that the weights are supported and that your shoulders feel good. Neck should still be really relaxed here. Deep breaths. If your neck starts to tense and it's not supposed to, back off with the arms, change the exercise a little bit. Deep breaths. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Good. Releasing the feet. Release the weights from side to side. And then, if it feels good, just take a small rock from side to side. I'm showing pretty minimal, just in case if you're watching and you're one of those people who have some neck trouble. This way it's not overdone. If you need to take it a little deeper, if that's okay for you, you can twist a little deeper. But modify it so that it feels good. Excellent. Now, I'm going to end with just a very simple bicycle twist. So hug the knees into the chest. Hands reach behind, opening at the chest, and just take scissor legs. Now, reaching one hand across. So again, if you want to take this a little more into a twist, and that's okay on your neck, you may. But I wanted to show you an option if the neck has to be pretty still, right? So this is a great way to get the core workout, to get the inner thigh workout, but without straining the neck. So your head is always supported and you're just scissoring. And the twist is going to be a lot more subtle, but that's okay. You want to rebuild strength very gradually and to get it lined up on the correct lines. Take deep breaths. Last 8, 7, deep breath. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking the legs up, open out to the side, and now rotate the femur bones in the sockets, in and out. Now you might have to be up a little higher as your range of motion increases for the inner thighs. You'll notice that your legs are able to open a little more when you rotate outward. When you rotate inward, the hip bones are going to kind of stop against the femur bones, so you have more range when the legs are rotated externally. Okay? So keep the legs in external rotation, bring the toes together and apart. Now, if you're having trouble, put your hands underneath the thighs and then really use your inner thighs to pull the feet in and out. Squeezing strong. Core is strong. If you don't need the support, you can place the hands on the ribs to make sure that your spine is flat. And now taking one leg up and one leg down. So you're still rotating. So the inseam of your pants is reaching to the ceiling. Take deep breaths. The neck is still supported. It's still relaxed. So it's all isolating into the core and the legs. So the neck should be soft. Deep breath. And then last one, just going to bring the knee as high up into the armpit as you can. Now if you need to, let's actually start with this one. So we'll have the leg supporting you this time. It's been a long time on that core, so I'm changing my mind. So let's start with this. Push your opposite leg into the floor until you feel your hips and your hamstrings contract. So you're bending the knee up into the armpit. And remember, you're still externally rotating that femur bone in the hip socket. So the inseam of your tights is reaching to the ceiling. Knee is up to the armpit. Deep breath. And now keep it rotated and just pulse. More inner thigh work, more hip flexor work, but now you're a little bit more lengthened, so it should feel slightly easier than all the bench work. And then release. Let's take that to the other side. Planting firm through your right heel. Externally rotate your thigh. And then bring the knee into the armpit and open. Press and open. Press. Keeping your ribs stable. Try not to rock over onto one side so you can keep your back flat. This is what's going to stabilize your neck so that you can get plenty of core work and training even if the neck can't be moved at this time. Deep breaths. And now taking the leg up and down. Keep pushing through the standing leg. If it goes floppy, you're losing a lot of core stability. So keep pushing down, even if the hamstrings getting a little strong here. That's okay. Strong hamstrings are good. Deep breath. And now pulse it. Up, up. Keep the ribs down. Heel down. Inner thigh up. Neck soft. Lots to think about. And 4, 3, 2, done. Excellent. Nice work, you guys. So just rock the knees from side to side using the range that's appropriate for you. I'm going to show the small range. You're welcome to take it a little larger, but I want you to feel like the small range is useful and that it's okay to do it. Deep breath. There's so many people who think that they have to do the biggest range of motion possible. And sometimes the smaller one is better for you. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. Use your hands on the outer thighs to help support as you just take a deep opening stretch, just relaxing. If this is not super relaxing for you, you can do this in a seated position as well. So feel free to change the exercise to suit you. Deep breath. Check in with your neck. Is it nice and relaxed? A lot of times if you have any kind of neck tension or trouble, sometimes the neck is going to be kind of tired anyway. That's normal. I would say just keep discussing with your doctor if you have particular issues. Just know that this is a general exercise video. It's meant to kind of help give something for you to do